The Marine Technical Report, launched by the World Wildlife Foundation of South Africa, showed that line fisheries are slowly starting to grow. The increase is due to the emergency policies put in place 10 years ago.
The problem, of course, that we have as far as fishing is concerned is the growing demand for protein globally, with not just the rise in the population, but the rise in the middle classness of the population. Because the experts say that population growth is not really a problem anymore, that we're at about 7.1 billion people now, and will stabilize at around 9 billion, and then we'll start coming down, and that's not sort of a generation from now the world population will be in decline. That's what sort of the dominant thinking seems to be right now. But what happens to all of us is that we become wealthier, and as we become wealthier, we consume more and more protein.
We have to ask, why have the lionfish been overexploited? What are the reasons? Is it because of the physiology of the fish? Is it because they're slow growing and resident? Yes, possibly it's all of those things. It's also because of the incredible diversity of fishes. Not like the hake fishery where you've got basically 2 species that you're trying to manage and they're very productive. In the line fishery there are many species. And of course each one of those need to be assessed, and there's costs associated with the assessments, but not one of them are producing enough fish to actually warrant that kind of expenditure. The fish are also very close to shore, which means they're accessible, you can catch them cheaply. And all those factors together, also the high price of the fish, has meant that they've been overexploited.
And I think what we actually have achieved is something which is not always witnessed, that once you set your mind to achieve something, it can actually be achieved. I think when you hear people speak, the first thing they say is that we will never be able to recover any stock. I think lionfish have proven us wrong. I think stocks have proven us sometimes doubting our ability to make a change and to intercede in a successful manner. I think we've been proven wrong. That's the first thing. When we were engaging at the symposium, I think there was always this feeling, now it's good and well for resources they cover, but it's going to make an impact on the lives of people who's really dependent on lionfish specifically for their livelihoods. This report that has been put out is telling us we can make a difference. But then we need to be quite clear on our direction. What is it we actually want to achieve? If we only want to preserve fish for the sake of having fish in the oceans, then we are missing the target. But there should be more than just that. It should be for recreational purpose, where people can enjoy what the oceans are giving to us. But it should also be for people to have their livelihoods, that which they most love.
The World Wildlife Foundation of South Africa is launching Fish for Life, a platform where citizens are encouraged to upload data on their catches to help scientists with research. Old photos of catches are also wanted to give scientists a better understanding of fish caught and the size and place of the catches.
We have an incredible wealth of fish species in South Africa, and yet we don't have a very good understanding of where they all exist. What are their kind of geographical distribution, how far up the coast do they occur, all that kind of stuff. And if you get fishes to submit, I caught an elf in Punta that's helpful. We say the northernmost extreme of the species is Punta, and that is information which would take a scientist many years to actually, if he was dedicated, to find out, whereas fishermen can gather it in half a second.